Hello everybody, I'm Dad Bod to Bad Dad and welcome back to the channel. If you don't know who the heck I am, I'm the guy that lost 110 pounds right here on YouTube, 100 pounds in 6 months. You can go back to my very earliest videos and see all of my progress, my tips, what I eat in a day, and everything so it can help you lose that 100 pounds as well, or more. All right, today we're going to do a video, 10 most frequently asked questions on the channel, on Instagram, on TikTok, just all the platforms in general. People want to know, like what's going on in my life, what about the weight loss journey, what's going on now. And so my girlfriend, Taylor, has combed through the depths of social media and has found, kind of compiled a list of the 10 most frequently asked questions. And it may get a little unhinged here as well because we might get off topic a bit. So,
and we've got a Carl.
all right,
That's
and we've
already
got
sniffing.
Carl Cat trying to knock over the tripod. He's not a very good cameraman. So,
All right, are you ready?
yes.
People want the dirty deets. Some of them. We'll find out. All right. So the first question that multiple users asked: how is your outlook on life other than now that you've lost the weight?
So now that I've lost the weight, it's beyond just the physical. Thank you, Carl. It's beyond the physical. It's the mental and just the just spirit in general. It brings you up so much that I could say that I can go out and I can do all these things on vacation now that I wasn't able to do before. But I think broader
electric
than that,
bikes.
yeah, electric bikes, which I still, being 100 pounds more than her, had a hard time getting up some of those hills. But there's no way I could have done it at all at 335, and now I'm right around 240. So basically, the physical is fun, obviously. Having found somebody that is like-minded with the physical fitness is wonderful too, because being bigger, you can say, well, it's the reason why girls that I covet won't go out with me is because I'm too big. It's just because you haven't become the person that you want to attract. So that's one of the big things about my future. Obviously the physical with the vacation is wonderful, but spiritually, when you connect with somebody that really values the same things as you, it's not to get cheesy, but
Dang, you're kind of already diving into some future questions.
But future segue to questions. So that's kind of the thing. I mean, obviously I got kicked off of roller coasters. My favorite rides, one of my favorite things to do in the world. You can see my very first video of all time on YouTube. I'm begging for your guys' help to subscribe, to comment, to like, and you can do that down below as well. But you can go back to my very first video and see just the difference. And so the outlook of my life is all encompassing of all these things. I'm never getting kicked off of my favorite roller coasters again, and nothing on vacation like parasailing. I got turned away one time as well. So there's just so many things. Everything's a possibility now, and I'm doing it with a person that I really feel that shares those same values with me. So it's priceless. That's my view of my future is unlimited.
Breaks my heart hearing you got kicked off of the roller coasters.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
Well, it's called the walk of shame.
Different type of walk of shame
than
happened
multiple
some are
times
used to. Okay, the next question. What were your biggest setbacks during your weight loss journey? Which, I mean, I'm sure we're all used to, like, the normal ones of, I kind of like caved or didn't have the time. But like, what were like your true, like, beyond, I guess, those like the cravings or, daily life? Like, what was the setbacks?
So my biggest setback during the whole weight loss journey, which is documented on the channel, of course, which I hate to keep shamelessly plugging that, but basically it's there. I think
I could have said something really dirty right there, but that's
what
you can't say it. No, I can't say it.
You have to.
I can't say it. It's for another time.
Okay. Well,
I can't help it. It comes to my mind, and I don't know. It just comes out. Anyway, those setbacks that you shamelessly are plugging your YouTube channel on.
So yeah, so basically you can go back and you can see all the videos as I beat into your head. But there's one week where I think I titled the video "Fell Off the Wagon," how to gain 7 pounds in 1 week or something like that. It was, I think, literally the one week that I actually didn't lose weight along those 6 months for the 100 pounds and then 8 months for the 110. Every other week you can log into my channel or search the channel up and you can see I lost weight every week. And so that was the one struggle was, and that was to get to the point. I went out to see my grandpa, and there's not access to like great fresh food out there. It's mostly like you're eating fast food if you're not cooking at home. Well, my grandma, rest in peace, passed away. So her wonderful home cooking that I miss so much was not available because my grandpa is not a cook, not a cook at all. So you eat fast food all day long, and you're not in the gym as much as you once were, and not walking quite as much. Yeah, you're gonna put on 7 pounds in 1 week. So that was my biggest hurdle, and then just coming back and realizing like, hey, the biggest hurdle kind of, I guess, to follow up with that trip was, hey, you know what, but this isn't me. All of my other victories along the way, don't let they get swallowed up by this 1 week. And that's what happens a lot of times on larger people's weight loss journeys is they get defeated for like 1 day or 1 week, and then they just quit and throw it out the window. So the big thing was to come back to reality, ironically from Kansas to Las Vegas where I live, and be like, that week I got to let it go. You just can't. You got to kind of have a short memory with weight loss. So
yeah, it's hard. Okay. Is there any part of you that misses your old life? Meaning, do you miss not having to worry about the calories, the diet, the scale moving, etc.?
Oh, that's a great question. So, no, there's nothing. There's nothing I miss about my old. Because also a lot of people, they'll comment and they'll talk about the calories with me and like what they should be eating. But my overarching theme and message is that you shouldn't be counting calories, and you should be taking as much stress off your plate as possible because you don't need that. Now, I did weigh in at each and every week. That was a good barometer for me. So some people might measure themselves, but there's absolutely nothing I miss about my old life because it was a mental change too. Like before, like the previous question, to link that to this one, if I would, do bad at all for 1 day of eating, then I would just, throw everything out the window. Now, I can go for a freaking month of inconsistencies in the gym. Like, I've been going for probably this summer, and I'm not worried about it because I know I'm going to get right back in there. And ultimately, I built a strong base for myself with the muscle and cardio, so I'm not worried. But before my previous life, I definitely would have been worried, and I definitely don't miss being in a worried mindset. Can't get anything done when you're in a scared mindset all the time.
I agree. I think to add on to that too, like everybody has to look at their own way of going about it. I mean, like I've never really had the weight struggles in the sense of like being overweight, but definitely not being happy with my body and like after kids and just like what life has to go at you. I'm the opposite of you in that the scale doesn't work for me. Like that'll make me stress. And then if I stress, like I kind of miss that old life of like I just don't worry about it, But then you think about like the negative and you're like, oh, but I hated that version of me of like not being happy. And so I don't know. I think everybody just has to kind of do what's going to work for them. And the more you follow like your own heart and like what's leading you to what you want, you miss it less. I don't know.
It's a good take on it, and she's right. I was in the process of moving into this house with her. We're joining families, blending families, which we'll probably end up talking about on the channel. Bentley, her son, who's going to be my stepson. We went to
news to me.
Possibly.
But no ring yet.
But we went to Universal Studios and we kind of did day of eating video. Not like a healthy one, but that should get published to the channel soon.
He's in that preteen stage of like YouTube is a thing. So he was begging for a video. So you might see like a little short video coming soon.
So he got a short already with the candy tasting in our hotel room on that trip. And so you probably you can go and see that, but
I think we have a cat.
Oh my gosh.
I promise that doesn't happen in normal life. We don't allow it.
Yeah, if you come over for Thanksgiving dinner, we're not gonna have
no.
On Carl.
Oh, Carl. See, okay. He knows.
Yeah. Oh fuck! What were we talking about?
Bentley and his little short.
So basically, we've moved in together, and to go back to the kind of how she said that the scale is not a good barometer for her. It gets too much in her head. I have the scale hidden, and when we were moving in here, it took a long time to even go grab it from my mom. So, but yeah, it's over here now, so I can get back on my journey, and I'm not going to affect her. I'm going to hide that shit.
So, thank you.
Of course.
It's all about compromise. Yeah. What she wants, she gets.
Water and wine.
Just kidding. Okay, so another user asked, that was kind of interesting. I feel like we actually were just talking about this the other day. How was dating for you when you were heavier compared to now? I guess talk dating world, not relationship. You know, the actual process of dating would be my guess.
The process of dating, obviously when you're bigger, your self-conscious, your self-esteem gets in the way. And so even though, what's the mainstream attractive girl would go out with a bigger guy if he held himself to a high esteem. Now, some people have just very stringent, appearance standards, but I think even when I was larger, I had the personality, but, when I would get deep into it, it would affect, if I was to get into a relationship with somebody, then it would overall affect, the relationship, my weight, I should say, affects the relationship. Because you start thinking, oh, do they really like me? Blah, blah, blah. And then when you get into the physical fitness and, you change the mental and the physical, and you come to the dating scene with better self-esteem, it opens up a lot better options. And, if, you kind of do the choosing, if you want this or that, and, I wanted this, and boom, the universe poofed her right there.
Right there.
With the dimples.
That's exactly how it worked too. Just
the dimples and the brown hair, black hair and blue eyes. One of a kind.
So descriptive.
One of a kind.
Really showing them what they don't see. I love it. See me for who I am. Okay.
She's beautiful on the inside too.
I am. And I mean, I'm great conversations.
And so humble.
You need something to build. I've got the conversation for you. Every Woody comeback.
Oh, and while we're talking about that, buy her book. It just got printed in hard copy and soft copy. Paperback. Yeah. I am an audiobook reader. But Violet Rose, what do you think, hon? I mean, if you want to get wet.
Oh my, okay. It's true, I guess.
Your fingertips wet when you're flipping the pages of this thing.
Exactly.
Then you should definitely read this. If you're on a weight loss journey and you want to read something spicy, you sit on that recumbent bike and you just,
And before you know it, 3 hours are gone and you've just lost, 3,000 calories?
3 hours gone, and it gets you wet in the sweating sense. You get really sweaty when you read it. And then the people behind you might also read it, and then you're going to be like, hey, you know what? Get this book on Amazon, linked below.
Man.
Anything how do you feel about seeing, obviously, we have our questions, but I would like to deviate a bit. There's the back, there's the front, and how do you feel about this when you see it, when you hold it?
It's pretty surreal. Oh, am I holding it?
Yeah, okay. Go ahead and hold it.
No, I mean, it's surreal. It's crazy to know, I don't know. It's definitely not comparable to a weight loss journey, right? Like totally different realms. But I think like to try to succeed in something that not only have you worked so hard for, but you haven't always had everybody's like support in it. I know you talked in a previous video. I was probably like watching you, or I don't know, being a creep or something. But where you talked about like you do have to cut people out sometimes, or like you can't worry about their opinion because you don't know like really who's on your side and like who's rooting for you. And I mean, I will say like my family has been amazing and supported me in all of it, but definitely like, and have my closest friends and you, of course, but, you know, you have people in there that have been in your lives and like you think amazing things. And then you find out like, I don't know, like when it comes to things that could be your successes, they're just not there. And I think in that sense, it's pretty comparable to, you know, like a weight loss journey. Like you've mentioned, don't ever let anybody, as I said, kind of like know that you're dieting or trying to lose weight because I don't know, people, I don't want to say like want to sabotage, but I think people are intimidated by other successes. And
yeah, it's kind of sad because we have like, I guess some people really do celebrate success of their peers and family, and I feel like we both do that, and you don't always get that back. And I think the
mm-hmm.
majority of people don't always give that back. So
Yeah.
you want reciprocal relationships. I mean, obviously, social media, Facebook, Instagram, very superficial anyway. But you really start seeing who your true friends is, or are,
There you go.
when they don't order your book because the link is below.
The link will be
It's
below.
so easy and
And
it's
you can
so
also
cheap.
find it on Amazon. It's Violet Rose by Taylor Ray. But with that, I think that kind of goes back to like some of the setbacks maybe that people have in whether it be like, you know, successes or hobbies or goals or weight loss is like when you don't have that support group like you thought you would. You know, you can stop. Like I know writing that, I've always wanted to be an author. I knew it was like my dream in life. Um, but I don't know, that book I was probably in the process for about 2.5 years because I would start and like feel great. And then when you don't feel like you have that support from, you know, yes, a lot of people will, but those people that you think are going to give it and then don't, you're kind of like, oh, well, what's the point?
So you had
And
some
then you find that newfound love for it again.
so you had some close people that weren't overly supportive.
Yeah, again, I think, you know, my closest friends that I've been friends with for many, many years and like my family and you. But there's other people that I thought like I had great friendships with or connections with that are kind of, you know, not supportive. And then you'll also find there's people along the way, you know, whether it be coworkers or like people that you just came into like contact with randomly that actually support you more than some of the other people that you thought would be there for you. So it's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Well,
but if you want
there
to
you
support
go.
me, just kidding.
Again, order Violet Rose on
Okay.
Amazon now.
So next question. It's actually a good one because I think a lot of us fall into this. In fact, I'm having mine right now. What is your guilty pleasure now that you've lost the weight? Do you limit yourself on what you can eat?
So, great question. I don't limit myself on what I could eat. But the premise behind that is that I feel very strongly that if you're not lifting like 4 to 5 times a week minimum, and you're not like moving your body, like walking, like let's say probably like an hour a day at this point in time, like I built the base where I can, but at the same time, like if I keep not going to the gym, I keep not walking, and I keep eating the way I am currently, I'm gonna keep gaining the weight back. But I know that I'm gonna rein it in and reel it in and put those changes back into place. So I don't limit myself. What was the other part of it?
So with that, what is your guilty pleasure?
My guilty pleasure. We do quite a bit of wine. We
We do a
do
lot of wine.
we celebrate. Like we've had some great successes recently.
We have some like really big successes.
And
Yeah.
we don't take the time to celebrate often. So sometimes, having a glass of wine, kind of reconnecting with each other, I think, or just a cocktail in general, I think that, I think it's worth it to splurge a little bit on that.
Yeah. I think like our late night meal sometimes. I mean, we've
We
got 3 kids. So and like all different schedules. So it's like it's very rare for us to find that time where it's like just him and I. So sometimes we kind of, especially now in the summer months, like I don't know, we've kind of done those like 9, 10 o'clock dinners.
Yeah.
When normally we're eating dinner around like 6:30.
We get it in whenever we can.
But always date your partner. So even if it's those late night dinners where like you're gonna kind of kick your butt, or like what is it? I'm not good at expressions, by the way. Expressions, cliches.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just not good at like the sayings. But kick your what is it? Kick yourself in the butt. Kick yourself in the butt. Right?
What are you talking about?
Like when you kick your when you kick your butt. What is it? When you okay.
What do you
don't
say?
like get down on yourself for having late night dinners.
Don't kick yourself while you're down.
Yes, I think no, because you're not already down. You're up.
But if you've eaten that
Like
much,
don't
you're
kick
probably
yourself.
down.
I think it's don't kick yourself in the butt. It is that. Don't
Okay,
kick yourself in
yeah.
the butt.
Okay.
So basically, I'm saying like if you are one of those people that because it is actually a question further down in the relation or about relationships further down. If like you're on this weight loss journey or you're just trying to like maintain or be healthy or whatever it is, but you're in a relationship and like you're struggling to find that time together because I mean, I'm sure we could probably do a video about our relationship and the highs and the lows of it and everything.
Relationship vids are fun.
Yeah, they're so fun. Uh, but I think if you find yourself in that position, allow yourself the late night meal. And if you feel guilty about it, then do an extra 20 minutes of cardio the next day or add on 5 more pounds to like each set or rep. Or, I mean, I'm not the fitness person over here, but
you got to work harder than last time.
but still, like your mental health and your emotional health and your relationship health are just as important as your physical. So I say go for that late night dinner with your person and don't worry about the calories or the workout that you did or didn't have that day.
That's absolutely accurate. Celebrate with your person. Take the time to slow down.
All right. How do you handle the loose skin? We kind of talked about this in that live that we did. Recently lost quite a bit of weight, but I'm really struggling on what my new normal looks like with the loose skin.
Fabulous question. We've been covering that a lot on the channel recently because I've been, I always thought like, let me just be happy with my loose skin. And while I am happy with the results and I'm a lot luckier than most people, I still want to go forward and do the loose skin surgery and document it on the channel for you guys because a lot of guys don't actually document that. I see it's more of a female thing, but I think a lot of guys out there are going to appreciate that and the females alike because I'm going to go more into depth on like my thoughts and like actually do follow-up videos because like you don't see a lot of follow-up videos. But you're going to have, to answer the question, you're going to have your good days and your bad days with your body, like depending on sleep, what you've eaten, how much water you've drinking. You're gonna drink how much water you drank. I've had a couple of these.
It's been a couple, but
but you're gonna struggle some days. You're gonna have better days, and you just have to appreciate your body for what it is because it's a million times better than what you were, having to live with before with a massive amount of weight.
So I guess like I don't know. It's not their question. I guess it's my question. But maybe to help them. What if like the person or a person is in a relationship? Like, do you think that they should be talking to their partner about it? I mean, we've talked about it, and I mean, I am in full support of like whatever you want to do. But like, what if they're with a partner that's not okay with that? Like with them getting the surgery?
I think that they should definitely check who their partner is because their partner should be supportive. Like I don't look at it as a negative thing if the person's lost the weight and now wanting to feel a tighter abdomen because maybe they've never felt that in their lives. Like I certainly haven't. I've had my weight loss struggles throughout my life, loss and gain, loss and gain. And so I've never gotten to feel that like tight abdomen. Even when I lost weight from eight in eighth grade, and I set myself up for high school for a not so terrible experience, I still didn't really want to take my shirt off. It wasn't like as bad as it is now, but I just never got to feel that tight abdomen and
Yeah.
see what I actually worked for, because I have an incredible physique. I just need to peel off some of the layers of the onion and see the
Like an
fruit of my
onion
labor,
donkey.
the vegetables of my labor.
Ogres and onions. Okay.
I can never take this one anymore.
All right. What's your favorite thing to do in your off time aside from the fitness and nutrition?
You already know the answer to this question.
Oh boy. I mean, I swear to God, there's more to us than just that.
Yeah, there is.
Okay, I guess. I don't even know how to phrase this.
My favorite thing
to do, like out and about, or
out and about.
We'll go with that. I don't know. It just says, "What's your favorite thing to do in your off time?"
Aside from vacation,
I think it means like aside from like working out, like the fitness, probably the YouTube channel. Like what, like within your daily life is kind of just like your favorite thing to do? I guess it could be I don't really know. I guess take it for what you will.
My favorite is when, like we get to slow down after maybe the kids go to bed, or if grandma can watch, or, Jojo can watch, hint, hint, like if, J-Ma, Gaga, if somebody can watch the kids more often so we can like reconnect. I don't know. I like our time at home. It's a beautiful home she's put together, but and it's amazing. And once the pool actually gets done, we'll probably enjoy it even more, undoubtedly. But I like when we can get out and we can like just be carefree, and even if her friend Ricky's tagging along as a third wheel.
We love you, Ricky.
That's really fun.
Oh, she's great.
Some of the best times are out with her, and yeah.
She just lets us be us.
But it's just fun, like, and it's like I would say, when we can go out and be carefree, that's my favorite. Not that we have to be like obliterated drunk or anything like that, but just just enjoying each other. And before when you're, I always tie it back to my previous life. Before, you would always worry about what people like thought about you, when you're big, like if you dance and look stupid, it's amplified. Now I look stupid when I dance, but I don't give a shit.
Go check out our TikToks and Instagram, and you'll see what we mean.
Yeah.
We took it 2 different ways too.
Yeah, completely.
That's okay.
So.
I know. We have fun. Well, I guess, okay, so you kind of did bring up our house, which is one of our questions in here, which, talk about a viewer that's like really like closely watching. Because I don't think we really talked about it. I think we mentioned it like once or twice that we were planning to move in together or something. But they said, you mentioned that you moved. How do you keep up on your workouts during that? Any chance of a home tour in one of your videos?
Yes, we can definitely do the home tour.
To an extent.
To an extent.
I wouldn't show the kids' rooms, I don't think.
Yeah. Yeah, probably not.
But
and probably not like a layout, just like
yeah, it'd probably be like a very pieced together. I guess we could show the kids' rooms if it was like pieced together.
Yeah.
And nothing about them's like really on there. I don't know.
Nothing about Anyway, so we'll figure that out for a later video. I think that'd be fun. But honestly, during the move, it was another case where I had to let go. Like I couldn't get to the gym as much as possible. I was building so much shit. Like every day I would walk down to the door and there'd be fucking packages. They're still arriving, but now I don't at least have to build
He literally opens the door today and goes, again. He goes, every fucking day. It was so good. That was probably like my first laugh of the morning.
Yeah. So like basically, if she could have ordered a vehicle to drive and it was in a million pieces,
I would have ordered it.
She would have ordered it.
Okay, but
And
I will
that
say
vehicle would have needed to be put together fast.
I do like my house down like really quickly, but I've slowed down. Like we have a ton of projects that we have to tackle, and I'm going to remind you every day that we have to tackle them. But I've been okay that. I mean, I won't say I've been okay. I've like tolerated that they're not done yet.
I gotta go.
No, but I will say like yes, I think that was like because we've been really bad about our workouts.
Yeah,
this
really
summer,
bad.
like really bad. I mean, we're probably lucky for getting there like twice a week at this point. But yeah. I will say, like, we've had a lot going on with all the kids being out of school. And like, I mean, I'm lucky because I'm a teacher, so I'm out of school too. But it's like, always having them here, and then it's like giving up on our time, and it's just been a struggle.
They're always here.
They never leave us alone.
They won't.
I mean, I swear to God, you turn around and one's like staring at you. I woke up this morning to like one literally staring at my face, like in bed, like stroking my arm, and talk about a heart attack. But I will say, in the midst of all of that, I mean, I guess even like still in the midst of now, it's like we find things. So, like the moving, I thought was a workout. I mean, that couch alone was like 700 pounds.
The moving was a workout. I mean, and with keep in mind, I'm a crazy person. I didn't take off days to move. I moved in the morning, built during the day, and then went to work. And then of course on off days were more building days and moving, which is fine because we got this thing together quick, and it's a lot more square footage than we're used to. So we were both still a lot about it that we want to get done, and it's probably an opportunity to show you more stuff on the channel. People like these kind of like day in the life type things,
right?
Yeah.
And I will say there was like a lot of cussing and a lot of like going to bed not talking to each other for a minute. But I don't think like really being mad. A lot of that.
A lot of wine.
I don't think that like I think you probably have to edit that out. Because I don't think you're allowed to advertise without being paid.
I'm not advertising.
Did you show the label?
I did, but it's not not like that.
Okay. Well, they always cross it out in movies, so I was just wondering.
This isn't that.
But
this isn't that big. It's going to be. It's going to be huge.
Maybe one day. No, like a lot of like probably subscribe and buy. We could like make a little slogan.
Subscribe, buy, and like, and share.
Yeah.
Share with all of your fat friends because everybody wants to lose weight.
Don't say that. Everybody wants to be healthy.
Okay.
That's true. But we could do like
subscribe,
buy, and enjoy and drink some wine.
Here's to health. I like it.
But I don't know. We lost where you're going with that. But moving is a huge workout in its own right. Again, back to like that mental and physical. Because like, yeah, you did a lot of like the physical work, and I felt like I did a lot of like the mental side of it. And at the end of the day, we were both exhausted.
Yeah.
But like different types of exerting yourself. And so, again, give yourself like grace. Every day's not going to be a great day. There's going to be a lot of off days.
There's going to be off months,
Okay. We have 2 more. It's probably going on for a really long time. But
no, it's perfect. The longer, the better.
We've kind of talked about this already in this video, but you focus a lot on the fitness side of your channel, obviously. But what does your daily life look like? Lots of kids.
Are we talking about like a work day or a work day?
I don't know. It just says your daily life. I'm assuming just like, I don't know. I guess if I was to read that, like I would take it as like, I don't know, like a day in the life, like at home, like.
Okay.
You're at home and what do you do?
So like a day in the life at home. So.
And they said besides the fitness. So obviously they know like the gym's going to be thrown in there somewhere. I can't stand the people that just do like, I don't know, maybe I'm like overstepping. But legit, like their whole day in the life is like, come with me to the gym and like, let me tell you what great shape I'm in. And here's what I eat, which is like hardly nourishing me. And then kind of make other people feel bad.
Yeah.
That they don't look that way. But I like to eat, not starve.
Well, when the kids are here, yeah, we like to eat. We're going to eat.
Yeah, I really want that meatloaf.
Yeah, perfect. We got this Costco meatloaf.
Yeah, we've been like dying to try it. And I don't know why, because neither one of us have really ever had meatloaf.
And then you got this like rosemary garlic bread with
Parmesan bread.
Parmesan cheese. Oh,
it's gonna be so good. Whew. And see, it's an 11 o'clock meal, but like his daughter didn't go down to sleep till like about an hour and a half ago, if even that. Probably like really like an hour ago when she like finally fell asleep. Yeah. So we've got our kids all off schedule this summer.
But
actually, we've done well.
Yeah, I mean the normal day is I'll wake up because her daughter Charlotte will be ordering me to make like specialty pancakes. So.
Rainbow pancakes.
And I love doing it more than anything. It's seeing her face. And also cooking for somebody that appreciates your food. It's amazing.
And she does. She doesn't even eat syrup with it. Yeah, it's just straight up
their Kodiak,
colored pancake.
Kodiak pancake mix, which I've shown on the channel before. High protein. I don't think they're flour either, so you don't get.
I don't know. I ate the last two of hers the other day, and they were actually really good.
Did you like those?
I really liked them, and I didn't put syrup on them either.
They're great.
They're really good.
And I just put food coloring in. They love that. Make Mickey Mouse stuff.
Bunnies.
Grandma bunnies.
Rainbow flowers.
Rainbow flowers.
He's really good.
I try. I love being a girl dad.
Well, plus a boy.
And a boy dad. And you can see that in the videos that we did. I love every
We'll talk about that maybe in a future video, like you said earlier, and it about like our like conversations about expanding family and stuff. Like maybe we could have people families. Like kind of weigh in a little bit.
Yeah, we would like to know your blending.
Because we're a little like torn between each other on some things on it. That could be a fun one.
Yeah, let us know about your blended family comments if you have a blended family or experienced it.
But we'll tell you about our boy versus girl conversations.
Yeah, boy versus girl conversations. Real fun.
Okay, so our last question.
Ooh.
Was it a non-negotiable for your future partner to be into fitness? My partner isn't into fitness or isn't really into fitness, and I'm finding it really derails my progress. It's becoming an issue within our relationship. That's interesting. We've never actually discussed that. It's like a non-negotiable or not in us.
It's a great question. Yeah, I don't. I think I never. I don't know. I made a list of like qualities I would want in a woman, and I think valuing her health is definitely on that list. And for me, health would be valuing the fitness. I think that I couldn't go back to my old life. I would have to say it's a non-negotiable. And it's not about like looks because, I've been, attracted to bigger women in the past and, that doesn't bother me. It's all about that face game. And then obviously I got the whole package now, but if I would have negotiated on that and gave up that quality that I put on my list, then I wouldn't have been true to myself and I wouldn't have been with my soulmate. So if I would have given up that quality, it would have to be a non-negotiable for me for that reason. And for that reason, I'm out.
You're out.
Oh, this is not Shark Tank.
No. Okay, so I guess, can I ask you a question on that question?
A follow-up question?
Yeah.
Well, what about you?
Well, let me ask my follow-up question first. What's in my mind? Okay. So you said it kind of was a non-negotiable, right? Because you really value health. What if her version of health is or our viewer, our asker, what would we call him? Asker.
Our viewer?
Our viewer asked.
Our commenter?
What, for them, what if their partner came back to them and said, but I eat healthy, right? And that's their version of health. Because fitness, you said, is the all-encompassing. It's the health and the fitness, or the physical, which actually, mind you, out of the two of us, I am so unhealthy compared to him when it comes to eating.
I don't think
which one of us has a candy drawer next to their side of the bed?
That's true, but
it's you're a far better eater than I am. So I would say in that sense, you are far better than I am on the like nutrition side. Like I just got lucky that I don't know, like I've always had a more muscular body, and so nutrition hasn't had to be like the strongest suit from it. Still has to play a part, but I can get by not eating a veggie every night, you know? And if I can get by with it, I'm not going to eat a veggie any night.
Well, speaking of, you know,
so, but you will, like, you'll say, like, no, we're having asparagus tonight. And, like, you're really good about making sure we have that nutrition side. And you still went for me.
Yeah, but I don't know. It seemed like you would make an effort though to try to eat some things that I put in my diet. Because when you move in together, you kind of merge what you do, you know.
And I won't eat avocado.
She won't eat avocado, but that's fine.
I don't. I'll eat guacamole, but I want like salty chips with it.
More avocados for me, and I will get her to eat avocado someday, but maybe smushed up, you know.
I don't know, but yeah, I guess like the follow up would be, right? Her idea is like she's nutritious, she just doesn't work out. Like, does that still fit the list of fitness or no?
I think it could work in that aspect, but I don't know. I don't get that from this commenter though. I feel like
maybe not.
I feel like there's like no aspect of their relationship that's working if you have to ask.
Yeah.
So, but
I don't know. I think maybe have like just a conversation with them and like figure it out. But I know like I said, he's nutrition. I'm definitely not. But when we work out together, I think like we both push each other in very different ways.
She works out very hard, like, and I feel like I do too, in the gym. And you can see in the live, like we don't like bullshit around. Like we go, and I really appreciate that. And honestly, like, you know, this may not be the case for every couple that works out together. But, you know, I really do love working out with her. We don't talk a whole lot when we work out.
No,
like,
I feel like
it's like
that live was very misrepresenting. Like that is not our conversation.
Yeah, the live was a lot more chatty because obviously we have to talk to the camera. But like when we're not on camera, which we'll have both kind of sessions. You know, we'll still do lives, but the reality is we don't talk to each other. But it does bring us closer together, even though we don't have that communication. You know, like we're, you know, getting each other weights or like picking up each other's water bottle or phone. Like we're doing stuff that shows that we still care. And but
if you or somebody just walking by, you think we're in a massive fight.
Yeah,
like we really don't. Like we don't
probably like think that we're
and
fighting.
like we do a lot of like what is it called? Like where you're doing one, I'm doing another.
Oh, like supersetting. We'll do like a lot of supersetting.
We'll do a lot of that, especially when it comes to like abs and like legs or something.
What do we call it though? We call it
I don't know. I don't know why I just thought like escaped
it
me.
is supersetting, but
that's not what we call it. I mean, we call it like something very common.
Like cycling, or it is very.
It is cycling, I think. No way. No, it's not cycling. I don't know. It'll come to us. But basically, like, you know, he'll be doing one ab exercise and I'm doing another, and then like rather than giving it any sort of rest, you just go right into the next. You just keep going.
Rather than giving up our machine to some sloth on their phone, don't be that person.
Yeah, it really
get off your phone in the gym and move. You gotta move fast.
I'm pretty like hard to annoy. Well, no, I shouldn't say that. I'm not hard to annoy, but I'm pretty hard for like, I guess, to annoy me to an extent where I actually say something ever. Like I'm normally just pretty like, you know, I just eat it. And those will be the ones where I actually have to like, I don't say it to their face because I don't want to like be mean, but when we walk by, I hope they hear me.
Yeah. Just eat it.
But yeah. What were we talking about with ours?
What's that word though?
I don't know. We like keep losing it.
We say it all the time.
I know.
Figure out the
circuit. Do you want to circuit?
Yeah, we circuit them. Yeah, we circuit them.
And so when you do that,
I'll be on like on a hamstring extension. What hamstring extension?
Extension. No.
Hamstring. Yeah. Hamstring curl. I'll be on a hamstring curl. And then
I'll be doing like a leg press, and then after like we just do our set, you just switch and go right into it, and that's been amazing. Like I freaking love that.
Yeah, burns a lot more calories. Cardio gets up. My heart rate stays consistently like at a cardio rate when we're doing weightlifting, and I have a pretty low heart rate. Yours is probably higher.
Mine's really high. I think mine got up to like
180.
Like 180, 190 one time.
Yeah, hers gets up really high for some reason on like the
I think it's just like the short legs, you know.
We should do the Stairmaster again.
I really don't want to do the Stairmaster.
I know.
I hate that.
But was there?
This was like back to something we were talking.
The question?
No, it wasn't necessarily the question. It was like we were. Oh, people would think that we're mad at us at the gym.
Yeah.
God, we get so sidetracked. Because we do those circuitings, and then like I don't know. We're also like, I mean, some of you are probably here, but we're also in Las Vegas, where our average temperature right now is about 120 degrees. I literally posted the other day in my stories that like we were out like full sun at a splash pad because the temperature finally got under 115, and it was glorious. Yeah, like it was so nice.
And she's lived here since about 2000, and I've lived here since I've lived here since 96. And so, like, you don't get used to it. And also, this year's been the hottest year, like, friggin' ever.
It's been hot.
No rain hardly. I was looking back on I saw all my stories highlighted 2 years ago. It was like a friggin' monsoon.
Tsunami. Like, talk about, like, everybody's power going out kind of like rain. It was huge.
Yeah. And then now we have nothing. And I love the rain.
Yeah.
And so, like, if the rain is not on, I'm not going.
Max. Oh boy. I feel like it's right time for a sentence.
Quite possibly. But
okay.
Wait, but just answer the question yourself too.
What question? What one is it?
The last question.
Oh, the non-negotiable.
The non-negotiable. If I was not taking care of myself,
okay.
Would you ever even have given me a chance?
Are we talking about the conversation that we had going to California?
Yes.
Okay. People are gonna like hate on me.
We just got back from Big Bear and San Clemente, which we didn't do any filming because we were just chilling. But
a ring light is coming. You do like a lot of like little fake signs.
Oh, what?
A ring.
She thought she
well, you did like a ton of fake signs, and I was like, oh, okay, this is it. And then it definitely wasn't it because it was just. But
wow.
No pressure. No, I'm just joking. But no, we did have that weird conversation. Well, it wasn't weird. It was like weird, I guess. I mean, is like hard. Where it was like, I don't know. Like we had to like have that conversation of like, how big would we allow the other person to get? Or I guess like how much weight would we say? It's kind of like where you do start losing the physical attraction, because at some point you do. Like we've all been there. Whether it be like it's age, it's the way they act, so the physical attraction goes. It's the weight, whatever. And we had that hard convo about, like what weights do we give each other? Or we're finally like, okay, like I still love you, but that physical attraction just isn't there, right? Because like, we're physically attracted.
And you said,
I said if you got back up, or like, honestly, probably like close to that 300 range or over, like, I would start losing the physical attraction. But, I don't know. I feel bad saying that, but it's true.
She would dump my ass so fast.
That's not what I said. I didn't say I would dump you. I said I would start losing the physical attraction. And if that goes, and like, the sex goes, and then the emotional goes, and like everything starts to just go with that. And you're kind of like, do you have a conversation? But,
maybe to end the video, but this would be a great conversation. I think we can make a whole like freaking 45-minute video out of this shit.
Probably.
But damn, this was.
But you asked me.
Do we want to wrap up the video at all with anything? Like, obviously, if you made it this far, subscribe, share with your friends, buy Violet Rose on Amazon, linked below. It'll be pinned at the top in the comment section, and it'll be in the description box. And I'm very proud of you, babe. I'm so proud of you. Let's grow this channel. There's some great content on here.
Great content to come.
Great content to come, because she hasn't been on a whole lot yet.
No, I don't like doing this stuff.
But check out the Disneyland video. That one's
no, don't. That's for the pickle part.
If you want to see her deep throat a pickle.
Ew, no.
Click the subscribe button. We'll see you in the next one.